what I believe is the Draco reptilian race that's impacting humanity and world governments. They want to potentially control the world through their manipulation, where they can portray themselves as like a god that humans can relate to and worship. They believe that the Earth was theirs to begin with.
Oh, really?
That's why they believe that this is their planet, and they are tolerating us based on the treaties in place with the Galactic Alliance.
So this is an inflection point where they have to jump in now if they want to reach their agenda.
Why humans who work for various governments agree to help the Draco reptilians' agenda? Why?
Audience is ready for this. What if humanity's next leap isn't about technology, but about breaking free from control and raising consciousness? Today on Cosmic Disclosure, we're joined by Sebastian Martin to explore the Draco, the Palladians, and the coming shift from 3D to 4D. I'm Josh Golombeski, MUFON field investigator, and your guest host today. Sebastian, welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you for having me back again, Josh.
Of course, I'm excited to continue this conversation. All right, so the first question is, what are the biggest challenges or problems that humanity will face as we transition from 3D to 4D?
The biggest challenge that we'll be facing will be extracting ourselves from the 3D reality of monetary system, the technologies we use and take for granted today, and that we embraced without questioning what else could come next and what could be better than what we have today. So people are feeling very comfortable with the idea of using the existing technologies without questioning what's out there or what could be potentially be used to help humanity in general. So I think that once we extract ourselves from this mentality, we will be able to move further in the evolutionary process, because currently, like, what I believe is the Draco reptilian race that's impacting humanity and world governments. They have their own agenda. You can imagine the way I saw things is that the Draco race has a direct impact on, I would say, secret societies mainly, where they can portray themselves as like a god of some sort that humans can relate to and worship. And this is, to me, very, very real. And also, you can see that through various symbols that you can see through the media or even in the pop culture. You have all these symbols that keep popping up.
Like what specifically?
Like the signs that they use. They have various symbols that they use on TV, and that's basically to help promote their secret society agenda. And that's to do with embedding our society with that 3D reality and without changing it. So again, it's a way to keep us under control. So we don't evolve as quickly as we should be. We have all the tools today to merge from 3D to 4D. More and more people are being aware of that, but we are being refrained from going there because of the current agendas, and the worldwide governments do not want humanity to evolve faster. So everything is timely. However, the Draco reptilians are also doing that for their own purpose, without breaking the treaties in place with the Galactic Alliance.
Yeah, I want to know about that. How are they able to do this without breaking the protocols?
Yeah, so because they don't really harm us in person, of course, they still do their own things behind closed doors, the same way as the Palladians will help, like the US government, for example, behind closed doors. So humanity does not really know what's going on because it's not public. As long as it's not public, it's still within the realms of respecting the treaties in place for the Galactic Alliance.
Okay.
So if the Draco reptilians have their own agenda and they can use different means to achieve what they want without disrupting the balance, then they can do their own thing. And to be honest with you, I got involved with that personally when I got attacked by a Draco reptilian twice. And when I got attacked and when I got saved for my second attack when I was in New York.
Wait. So what do you mean by attack?
I was attacked physically. Like, basically, I had a wound on my leg. So when I was in New York, I came back to my hotel bedroom and I had this massive gash on my leg, and it came out of nowhere. And so, it was not deep enough that it would bleed, but it was red enough that it could potentially bleed.
Ooh.
So it was that deep. And then, so I still had the shower, came to bed. And when I went to bed, I could feel the attack. And I had something in my body. So that was, and I knew this was from the Draco reptilians as well.
Okay.
So when I closed my eyes, I could see that floating, almost like peel that looked like green and white that was floating within my bloodstream. But I knew, like intuitively, right away, that it was directly connected to them.
Okay.
And I also believe that this weapon that was used against me was not from a Draco reptilian, but from a human being that was working for the Dracos.
Right? Okay.
So they are using people within even the US government to achieve their own agenda. Doesn't mean that they work for CIA or for the SSP or anything else, but they have their own little secret societies and organizations that allow those human beings to interact with us. So through them.
Like they're controlling them?
Yes,
like almost like possession?
They are controlling them, of course, yes. They worship them in the first place. So, of course, they have to respect whatever they say. But the Dracos themselves won't do the work, right?
Okay.
So when I got saved by my star family after I truly believe I died that night, while in New York, I was in a real panic. I thought that I could not see my children again. I had lots of regrets.
Oh, man.
I felt that. I felt it was very, very... I never felt that before, and I never felt it after. But this was the only time when I realized that, I can't save myself, I can't heal myself. I'm going to die.
Huh.
And I passed out, and 3 hours later I woke up, and I felt like nothing happened. And I was like fresh as a daisy. I could like fly off the curb of the streets. And then the Draco reptilians on the way back home said to me, now you can see what we can do to you. So leave us alone and we'll let you be. When I interacted with the Stargate, that's the time when I saw that white Draco reptilian.
Right.
And so that same Draco reptilian race was basically attacking me because I was still trying to defend myself, and I interacted with them. And I thought I won. I thought I did a great deal, a great thing. So the fact was the message that I received was leave us alone and we'll let you be. That led me to not do remote viewing for 3 years.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I stopped.
Kind of scared you off for a little bit.
Completely, yes. Because I realized I had too much to lose. And so I was being asked to do more missions and to be involved, and I turned them down. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't do that, I can't help you. And they were not happy with me because, I was important to them. And so I sat on the back burner for years, and then I came back to it.
Okay.
But for a long time, I was really, really scared. Like, not just for me, but also for my family.
I don't blame you.
This time was too real for me to ignore. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds intense. That's a lot to deal with.
Yes.
So we're talking about the Draco, and it seems like they have an influence, obviously, over humanity, but a lot of people speculate about the Dracos and their influence. Can you go deeper on that for me?
Yes, sure. So the Draco reptilians, I believe, is been covered by other people too, but their influence on this planet is to further their agenda to take over humanity. They want to potentially control the world through their manipulation. They have different ways to do it that way. Like they have technologies, for example, like using vaccines. That's one of them.
Oh.
And the reason why is because the way they can connect to us easily will be through telepathy, obviously, but also accessing our network. And so if we have the same components within ourselves, then it's way easier for them to link us together and create a network, or let's say a database, even like a virtual database of humanity, and how they can relate to them and know where they are. It's almost like a tracker. Let's put it that way.
So what, you be talking about like a consciousness network they're tracking? What do you mean by network?
Yes, it is a consciousness network for them.
Okay.
So they can track us down and they know where we are.
Oh, I don't like that.
So, you can think about the same way with like, the US government tracking people and putting implants in them. They are doing the same thing to us. So for a future agenda. So like this agenda for them probably started in 2020.